In a post-apocalyptic world where Earth has been ripped barren of majority of its resources and mankind must build and become a collective to survive and regain its lost knowledge from history to save the last of its species from a clock that is ticking against them. Every decision you make can change the foundation you have built, from mass production of metals to cultivating farms to feed your people. All of it to create and build a bunker to save them from the coming end, which is the end of the cycle. Join me to the very beginning where it all started. Well, since you are here, let's get straight to the video. So, I've already beaten the story mode for this. So this is pretty much the second cycle. I'm going to see what all I have actually unlocked. As you can see, nothing really much. So it is pretty much like starting from scratch, but it's fine. I'm not too worried about it. Let's see. That is pretty much the edge of the map. So if anything, I would pretty much have the main hub be right here. I'm gonna just have to wait. I need lumber, so let me act. About 150 lumber. Okay, that'd be plenty, hopefully. And then the other access point is right here, Doesn't really show me or tell me unless I try to choose the building again. Okay, so our first and foremost important thing is trying to get rocks and logs. And then as soon as I get that situated, I actually need to start getting a storage unit up and running and then food. I don't really want it to be too far out. You're right about there, it's just fine. Okay. Next resource is and since I do not have the technology just yet to actually harvest meat, I'm going to focus on just... But it actually doesn't hurt to actually have that case. And like I did before, I'm going to have this be a residential area. I don't want to use up too much of my lumber just in case I need it for other projects. Actually, I got quite a bit unlocked. It shouldn't be too. Power pumps are so good, but I need basics. So we'll do this. Hopefully that lines up. These roads sometimes are just so freaking finicky. Okay. Let's see. We need glass for that. What about utilities? That'd be good, but I need to make a pit to do sand, and then a kiln to make the glass. These are so good. Okay, so I need actually a windmill up and running. And the best way to do that is, of course, looking for these areas. Far over can go. Good. Alright, I'm gonna chill on that for a moment and then start to make another camp I have is already encompassing all of that. Ooh. I could actually have quite a good labor force right here. And all the stone, logs, and iron. And then next up I will be needing to do production. Lumber mill. That's a definite. Let's put it right here for now. Dang it, I had it just right. Not gonna lie, it's super freaking finicky. Soup kitchen should be the next thing I need to get up and running. Since the majority of the resources are coming from over there, I think I will actually make the soup kitchen a little bit more down here. I need to evaluate if that's fine or not. Another good one I would like to have is the maintenance building, but I'm gonna have to wait out on that for a moment. That going. This is super good. Oh, so I do have meats. Okay, usually you have to research into that first before anything else. I think I'll have one do this, and the other to do meats. Storage full. Uh-oh. I'm gonna have to get that situated. Go on normal speed, and then go over to stockpile. And I will have the stockpiles right here. On my last playthrough, I did about 4 for the longest time. And once everything got up and running, like a bunch of stuff, that's when I decided to add in 3 more. And I'm making 36 a day of wood, which is good. Very good. I'm going to slow it down for a moment. Paper is actually very essential to actually get not only for development, but also to actually start getting craftsmen and specialists. And by far, those are amazing. Production 53 to 27. What's this? Alright, Chief, I'm Carl. Excuse my haste, but I've come a long way. You're the only group of people I've come across. I need your help. I'm a member of a village of 20 people, and our water wells have run dry. I'm going to find a permanent solution in our vicinity. With our situation worsening day by day, fellow villagers like me have gone out to seek help. Take a breath and rest. We have no choice but to leave our home, and we have neither the strength nor the resources to build a settlement from scratch. If you would have us, we'd like to join you. Okay. Basic tools. We do have that, but I might have to have that up in production. Nope, it's already done. Usually when it comes down to things like this, you have to manufacture into it instead of just them taking the resources right off the back. Unless they've done an update to fix that, and that's over my head, to be honest. From here on out in this video, I will be only showing advancements, growth of my city, and key points that happen in this playthrough. But mind you, majority of the decisions you make in-game can make a difference of what happens in story mode. So enjoy the rest of the video. Okay. Got from another land. Greetings, Chief. We are representatives of a small community. Our expeditions led us to Selman. We'd like to see such an advanced community here. We would like to barter with you and turn this acquaintance into a trade partnership in these challenging times. Every link between those who have goods to spare is a boon. What do you say? So, I am happy to trade with them. Sometimes they bring in good stuff, and other times it's like, okay, well, this is not working out. Public health. Chief, we know we're no place to make excessive demands, but it's a fundamental issue. Community health is deteriorating at the point that we may start to lose many of our fellows. Go on. Regular health, maintain it for 30 days. Okay. So what that means is, let me slow this down. So right now the health is not doing too great. So in order for me to increase it, I need to actually start giving them regular meals and also regular access to water. Which right now they're only doing 18. To keep them in stable health, I need to put them at regular at 72. And water at 270. Now the issue is with that, I have to make sure I am actually producing that amount of water and food. If I don't, then some people will start starving. Every day we cross a new threshold, being able to live like human beings. Chief, we know essential papers are development and people wish to use it more freely. Oh. I don't even have paper production up yet. But you know what? Fine. Whatever. I'm not gonna be nitpicky about it right now. Most people say screw that, don't do it, but if it helps you go through the development tree a lot faster, then yeah, go for it. I'm not gonna say yay or nay about it. Smoke clouds. Oh, that's not good. Alright, give me 1 sec, I'll check that out. We observed a large fire in the distance, Chief. We are unfortunately familiar with the situation. Though severely diminished, our species is still the main cause of these fires. We can't say when or if it will be extinguished, if it will spread to us, if we can even intervene. However, it's certain that we'll be exposed to dense smoke and all hazard it carries. We can take some precautions, we can accept whatever fate brings us. Decision's up to you. So -7 held to all classes, -45% for the workforce classes, +9 morale, but if fires do happen, it'd be under control very quickly. And then this is, yeah, so best case, stay indoors. Chief, it's just like the stories of the first day, even when the night seems to be losing its darkness. For a few days now, the sun has been shining brighter and stronger. Today is the 7th day of these events, and if our guesses and stories are correct, we're about to experience the same scenario once again. There's nothing to do but wait and simply watch. Hopefully, that's nothing to worry about. Ominous. Bad omens, so the stories were true. We saw it with our own eyes. Half a century later, the same disaster is upon us again. We're not as fragile as the modern world that faced the first one, but we're sure it will bring nothing but harm. When and how, time will tell. There's nothing to be afraid of. It's in the past. You need to stop worrying about it so much. Gosh. Okay, so interpreting the lights. We're sure it was a solar flare. What little information we have from half a century ago is barely of use to us. All the sources traces in our current states suggest that a second wave of catastrophe awaits us. We may not have much to lose right now, but this will determine the fate of future generations. Tell more. We think that our technological assets are too primitive to be affected by such a solar storm. However, we don't know what the impact on the planet, climate cycles, atmospheric structures would be. In short, we can't say how life on Earth will be affected. One cannot build a settled life and community based on good intentions and guesses. Instead, we can try to make a sense of what's happening and what could happen by regularly observing changes in our environment, especially in the atmosphere. We ask you to assemble a task force to carry out these duties and give them the necessary time and equipment. It's the least we can do. So they need all this, which we already have. It's going to say task is done. Boom. Bang. So now we wait for 20 days. Observation Task Force. If we define the division of tasks and the responsibilities between ourselves, we will conduct follow-up studies on our findings each season. We'll also create sample inventories and records. Start with, we need measuring instruments and workbenches. Some materials and use of some production facilities will have a reserve for this. Whatever you need. Planning phase of the bunker. We can start by digging a main shaft from surface to a sufficient depth. Once we have a main shaft, we'll need to build a series of facilities that will work on the site and manage the workforce with materials that can be sent underground. Okay, so I'm going to be making a vault. These sectors are generator sector, living quarters, indoor farm sector, public service sector, production sector, and a warehouse sector. Must be spread out in a reasonable manner and built according to the number and needs of the population the shelter will accommodate. Okay. Oh gosh. What's going on? Beginning of the end? Because we haven't been tracking for long, we make entirely accurate assumption, but we all know the first solar storm did to our civilization. Rainfall is decreasing day by day. We're experiencing drier and longer summers. We seem to be reliving the sequence of events that turned half the planet to a wasteland. We may be facing an even more dire event this time, though we can't know how dire for sure. The only thing we do know is that many locations across Earth, including our settlement, will rapidly deteriorate to the point where they will no longer be able to support human life. We're rapidly moving towards a state that we won't be able to grow crops and not a drop of rain will fall. May even have to face consequences that we can't yet imagine. What can we do? We don't have an answer to that right now. We have to think about through the likely scenarios, assess our situation, and work to find a solution. In the process, we need to decide how to divulge this knowledge to the community. I think everyone should know about this. New cycle is a hell of a game. for city simulation and survival, and I'm enjoying it a lot, and there's more to come. And let me know down below if you want to see a full playthrough of this game, and leaving a like goes a long way for the channel. Also, did you know I have a Patreon account? The link for it will be down below if you want to support me in this channel. I have a ton of videos I have to edit and show to you for your viewing pleasure. There are other videos on my channel here and for the meantime, and choose what you like, and I will see you there. Till then, take care.